my friends, and welcome back to The Witcher 3. In yesterday's video, we did begin the quest, A Tower Full of Mice, and we are at the tower, which is full of rats, not mice. So we're going to continue to explore the tower today, and then go from there. Ooh, let's loot quickly, though, first. And then we won't get distracted. Let me put away the lamp. Cliff of Pygmy, because that's also useful. My gosh, they just keep coming. These rats. And there's something going on upstairs, which is a little weird. But anyway, let's look at the red investigation stuff. That's the word I'm trying to say.
Place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. I think they're feeding on...
Just Geralt, stop. You needn't be so deep.
Oh, that's it? Oh, okay. I thought I could take another drink of my coffee. Oh, there's more over here I missed. Let's get the
blood.
loot.
Many must have died here.
Yeah. Okay. It's like they're pounding to get out. All right, I can go down, up. Let's see, where does this take me? Nowhere. Well, let's save and go down first. Even though we know the bandits went up. But oh, look, another ghostly thing to look at. Anything else? Oh, got some loot right here. Wow, lots of loot right here. Pure silver. Ducal water. Is that like nicer water than what I'm currently drinking right now? All right, let's see what this says.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let them out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave them there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing them's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for them. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
Ew. Rats. Ugh. It's nice I can just burn them. I feel like they're dropping from like the ceilings. Okay, so that was downstairs. Yeah, they're just not going away. All right, let's see what's up here. All of that, apparently. That doesn't seem normal. Dancing furniture, okay. Well, let's look at the ghostly story.
Don't start, Anabelle. Back to your craft. Always bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again. That simpleton turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Huh. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's just a haunted mess. I feel like that's gotta be a glitch. Oh, there's another upstairs. Is this a book I can read? No.
Peasants didn't come here to ask nicely.
No. Anything else? Oh, wait, there. Oh, that's the door down. Yeah, I'm not sure. And up, well, it's a tower. I'm like, and up again? It's a tower, silly. It's out here. Ah! Okay, there is something in here to watch.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who are you?
Huh. So, they killed the Lord and others came later to loot the place, perhaps? Torn out page, reliever's decoction. That sounds very oddly named. Alright, let's save. Where's the green glow going? Oh no. The little kids in their beds, probably? Oh no. No, the place is just haunted. These aren't bugs.
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Find the Mage Alexander's laboratory. Okay, it's there. So this must be... Ah. I hear people crying. Is that ghosts crying? Okay.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
To do what? Oh my gosh, there's people. The Mage Alexander's log part 2. Is there a part 1 somewhere? Let's see if we can find a part 1. Maribor sword, a Leshen decoction. I hear you. Okay, Alexander's log part 1. Let's read this one. Day 237, my experiments continue to return results. I must consider unreliable methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Vserad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my test. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. Oh, jeez. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Martin Sodergren managed to prove in her little-known work, Marty, not Martin, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers... That's not a volunteer. If they are brought here forcibly from a dungeon, that's not a volunteer. That's a voluntold. Or an abduction, rather. Anyway, unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. I wonder why. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression They understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. So he's trying to find the cure to a plague, it sounds like, which I guess noble goal, but maybe you shouldn't, I don't know, torture people? Okay. Mage Alexander's log part 2. Day 346. I never did like rats, not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They are always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself. And what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first, I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. Okay. I place the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the test. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none besides the black rat and cannot hope for better. Vserad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first, I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Anabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362, my black rat dies. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during the autopsy, I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me, but as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. Or people. Just saying. Okay.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
I mean, he might have if he didn't get caught, but that's neither here nor there right now. Okay, let's see what this ghostly tale has to tell.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Well, let's see if we can do this calmly and rationally. There's no need to fear me.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty.
Oh.
The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Mage's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
The mage of this tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
Well, maybe she can tell us what happened in the tower, specifically.
Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No! They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Oh no. I want to ask both, but the potion obviously is what I think is keeping her in this state, perhaps. So maybe we'll get there eventually, but I really want to know what happened next.
What happened then?
Nothing good.
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Your beloved failed to save you. Why? Guessing he was either overruled by mob mentality or he never really loved her.
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
So overwhelmed by the mob. Oh, dang. Did they harm you? I mean, Geralt. Probably.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned. That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere.
Oh no.
All over me like insects.
Oh my god.
My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach. They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Oh, jeez. Can you talk to other souls that are here?
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Found a fresh corpse in the tower. Yeah, the guy who came in to rob what was left. I'm guessing she scared him to death, maybe?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folk should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
I'm a little suspicious now. How can I help you?
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it, but who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, He dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle.
I mean, Graham did probably think you were dead, and he couldn't save you, so I imagine he's filled with guilt, perhaps? So, Graham, tell me about him.
Your beloved. Who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
Liar, liar, pants on fire! The curse is focused on you.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Yeah, I'm not sure I trust her.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
Got a feeling you might be lying. Oh, I want to do the quest. Dang it, I hope I didn't screw it all up.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast? Or is it that...
Stop! I will not hear this!
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts. Will you bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Anabelle, listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I have someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid woman that I am.
So she was the monster. Lovely. Oh, Pesta.
Gotta catch them.
Yeah, I need to get on the Yrden, I think? Oh, gosh. Yes, Yrden is the one that I want. Okay. Let's go find her. Where is she? Oh no, am I gonna fail this quest again because I'm too slow? Probably. Oh no, there she is. There she is. Oh, down one more. Oh, I hear her. She left again. Oh, dang it. Crap, where's the door? There's the door. Oh, nope, she's not downstairs. She's outside. Oh, wait, this is the downstairs to get outside. Okay. Where'd she go? There she is. Defeat the Plague Maiden, which would be her.
You cannot kill me. You know this. What was that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the Wraiths yourself.
Had to fight a Pesta.
A Pesta? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island.
Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Okay, let's look at my quest log updates. Actually, characters first. And, okay, with Anabelle, Geralt encountered this young woman's ghost in the uppermost room of the haunted tower of Fyke Isle. She told him that in life she had been the local lord's daughter. When enraged peasants stormed the tower, she feared they would ravage her honor if they found her alive, and so took a magic potion that put her in a corpse-like state of paralysis. When she awoke, she found herself lying amidst the bodies of her family and servants, unable to move. She watched in helpless horror as rats feasted on the pile of corpses and began to nibble on her as well. Ugh. This grisly death must have somehow put a curse on her and the tower, for her ghost wanders it in restless torment ever since. Geralt engaged his vast experience with such curses to search for a possible solution. Having learned that Anabelle had loved a simple fisherman named Graham, Geralt decided this man and the bond of true love the two youths shared could be their salvation. Perhaps there was something in the girl's words that had put Geralt on his guard, or perhaps his witcher's instinct simply warned him in time. Either way, Geralt knew what he was dealing with a literal second before Anabelle revealed her true nature. The spirit was in fact a Pesta, a plague maiden, a terrible wraith which spreads death and pestilence. It's really sad. It's really sad. Okay, so Graham was a simple fisherman from an even simpler village, Oriton, yet the role he had played in local events was anything but. Fyke Isle, the tower, the curse, he had been a key part of it all. Geralt had learned from Anabelle about their deep feelings the two had shared, but the rest of their tragic story only emerged later. Exactly how the young man had participated in the incident in the tower remained rather unclear. What was certain was that he tried to defend his beloved and fled Fyke Isle right after what he thought was her death. Yeah. Okay, and I read all of these a while ago. Good lord. So many of these I've already read. Okay. And then we had... I wanted to go to Bestiary. Just go the long way as usual. To see if I have anything on a Pesta. Harpies. Oh yes, I ran into harpies a while ago. Okay, nothing. Plague maidens. We got those ages ago. All right, well, let's see where Graham is in relation to the rest of the world. So the closest place it looks like I have is Midcop. So I am going to fast travel here, run/explore my way back down here. Maybe we can check in with him and then wrap up for the day.
The old god demanded 6 sucklings. You didn't bring but a single scurvy run. No wonder he cursed us. We're doomed.
You's the one brought soured wine. Curse is your fault as much as mine.
All right, well, I was on my way to go meet up with Graham, but as I was traveling down to the, I don't know, shore, I went through Wastrel Manor, and I've come upon another, I don't know, remains of a house, maybe the manor, and I have a quest here.
Need to use the eye.
Okay, well, we will do that, but let's...
Something here. Where's that artifact Keira gave me?
Okay, we'll do that in a minute, but let's talk to these folk first. We have Preben. I don't know who the other guy is.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All-God, clearly.
Obviously.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
You're All-God. Tell me more.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All-God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Plain to see that.
So your offerings, what's wrong with them?
So what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
This All God seems to have a pretty specific wish list. So I could have a chat with this All God for you, because I'm a helpful witcher.
I could intercede on your behalf with this all-god of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you have to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
A greedy god. Let's look this up. So in the backwoods of Velen, Geralt came across an altar and next to it 2 troubled villagers. When asked the source of their worries, the peasants told Geralt the deity they worshipped, the awe-inspiring All-God, had rejected the offerings they had brought him. The Witcher was not a particularly God-feared individual, yet nevertheless promised that he'd intercede on the peasants with their deity. Interesting. Well, I will do that, but that's gonna have to wait for tomorrow, and we'll also explore this thing over here that needs the talisman that we have in our bag somewhere. So we'll do all that tomorrow, and then maybe if there's time, I assume there will be time, I don't know how long this All God's gonna take, we'll come down here to find Graham, and then maybe we'll head over here to this little village area. I'm very excited, new area. But all that is for tomorrow. And as always, thank you so very much for watching. Please do keep yourselves safe, and I will see you again tomorrow with another new Witcher 3 video.